All right, guys. Mike Miller here. June 6th, 2026, 6:51 p.m. We are getting started. We got Can't Get It Right versus Bank Shot Brawlers in the finals for the APA World Pool Championships. Winner tonight will go to Panama City, Florida to play in the Southeast Challenge. So glad to be with you tonight and be able to do the commentating here on this recorded video. If you're watching us later on YouTube, please hit that like and subscribe. Drop a comment. Let us know what you think. I hope you enjoy the match tonight. It should be a really good match between these two teams. And without further ado, we got a break going on right now. It'll be a few minutes before we get the players up there on the screen for you.
Got to go to the other side of Leesburg. I'm not going to Leesburg. I ain't had no luck. First, one time I got, and one time I come through and had a dog. Just left Tommy and then a brother. And then when we got there, he danced, monkey danced, draw the shit. I had walked from the parking lot to the left drive of the park and walked back to the traffic. I said, why are you making me do this shit out in the middle of the traffic? He said, you ain't in traffic. I said, yeah, but you just stopped that car. Run over before we get your car to see the middle. I said, if you should have done this over there by the truck, by the truck over there in the parking lot. I said, it don't matter what you want to do. Oh, no, they were doing it right. And out there, you got
All right, right now at the table,
trying to focus. I've done everything. First off, I told you got to do it. You want me to stand one foot?
representing Bank Shot Brawlers in the green shirt is Mr. Ryan Hare. He is a skill level 7 player. And for Can't Get It Right, we have Mr. Riley Johns, 6 skill level. Riley will need to get to 46 points. And Ryan will need to get to 55 points. It will be probably the second game of this match before we get everything going up there on the screen for you. Ryan with a powerful 2-ball shot there. 9-ball almost goes in the side. He's got the 6 in the side here. Misses that. And cue ball's going to roll down for a straight in shot for Riley here in the side pocket. And he misses that off of the knuckle, but it's going to nuzzle in behind the 7 and leave Ryan with a tough spot here. Ryan tries to just catch the right edge of the 6-ball and can't do it, so ball in hand here for Riley with 5 points on the table. And Riley's going to play safe, putting the 6 in rail, side rail, and tucking the cue ball behind the 7. Ryan kicks for the 6, hits the 7. That's going to be ball in hand for Riley. And Riley quickly to task here. 6 ball down the rail behind the 7. And draws it back for the 7, same pocket. Draws that back, hits the 9 out of the side. And now he's got the 8 top left. And he gets that down, coming back for the scratch and scratches. So the 8 is dead. He gives Ryan the 9 ball, and he's going to rack him up.
That's what I try to tell the young fellas. They're listening to them, trying to keep you being in that position. But they say
And Ryan here with the break.
it's probably gonna take me out of this. See, I got severe asthma.
And Ryan with 1 on the break. Tries to back cut on the 1, won't get there. And now Riley takes the 1 around the horn. Also no luck. All right, I got a score update. The first rack was Ryan got 6, Riley got 3. Still nothing down yet in this rack. Ryan with the 1 ball bank's gonna miss that. And now Riley for a 1 ball corner. And he's gonna miss that. Score remains 6-3. And Ryan taking a long look at this 1 ball. Gives it a mighty go. Nothing goes in. And Riley gets the 1 down, making the score 6-4. Two ball coming back this way isn't going to go. Ryan, no problem with that one. 7-4, Ryan. And a good cut there. That's 8-4, Ryan. And Ryan going to the bridge here for the 5. Should have no problem with this one. That's 9-4, Ryan. Now he's got the 6, top right corner. Misses the 6. Here comes Riley with the 6 down the rail. He's going to miss that, kicking it out. Almost scratches. Ryan now with the 6 down the rail. Going to go for the bank. Gets a little help from the 8. 6 goes in. That's going to be 11-4. Ryan. He's got 7 ball, bottom right. 12-4 Ryan. He's got 8 ball, same pocket. That's 13-4 Ryan. At the end of this rack, I'm going to go over and try to get the names in the computer for everybody. And I may be a little delayed coming back. Ryan's going to miss this 9 ball. So we're 13-4 right now. And Riley should be able to put this in. And he does, so it's 13-6. We'll be right back with you. All right, everybody, I'm back. Sorry about that little delay there. Hope you've been enjoying the match as it goes here. I'm not going to have the score for a while. And Riley, no problem with that. 5 ball. Now he's going to go top left for the 6. And wants to try to hold it there to keep shape on the 7. Does a great job. And now 7 top left. He wants to kick this out, make sure he gets it out beyond the 9, but tries to get it into the side rail to come out and around, and it just follows in. And Ryan finishes that one up, and we're going to rack it up for the next one. Ryan with a nice break there, almost makes 2. Has a little look at the 1 here, just the edge of it though. And he's going to play just a little shot there off the 2, and doesn't really get much out of it. Didn't really have much chance of going in. And now Riley's going to go down the rail, probably at the 8-ball here. Gets that, and the 1's going to stay in the pocket nicely for him. So he'll tap that in here. And now he's looking at the 2-ball, probably going to go side, left side with it. Good shot there, coming all the way back up table, all the way back down. Wants it to hold up a little bit so he can get that 3 down the rail to the top right. He puts a nice move on that ball and gets it right into the pocket. And he's going to have shape here on the natural cut 4. Same pocket. And a good shot there, but gets caught up in the knuckles. Cut it just a little tiny bit too much, and it caught the right knuckle. And now Ryan with a chance to run these 5 points out right here. Go around the triangle. 4-ball, back out to the middle of the table. Almost gets hung on the 7, but he's safe this time. Can see the 6 just fine for the top left. And nice stroke there. Cue ball's going to hold up for a straight in 7-ball. Little angle on it to get the cue ball moved down towards the 9 a little more. He's going to just draw it back a little and take it into the top left. And Ryan's stroking the ball good right now. Both players shooting well. And that's going to do it for another rack. And we'll have that score up for you shortly with the players and their match points that they have to receive. And 5-ball wants to go in but won't. That's going to be a draw break. Riley looking at the 1 down the rail, top right. And he misses that one. Bounces around and ends up in kind of a tough spot here. And Ryan couldn't really get behind the 1-ball, so he had to go kind of over top of it, and now he's taking a look to see if Riley can see the 1, and Riley just barely goes off the 1 but ends up scratching. That's going to be great for Ryan. And Ryan clicking them off now. Faster than we can keep up with the score. Good shot there. I'll get you the score at the end of this rack. Four-ball stop shot. 5 top left. And just maybe draw this a little bit to the right, put a 6 in the bottom right. Maybe just a little draw on it. He could go down to the end rail and back up, and that's what he chooses to do. Either way works. And now he's got the 6-ball bottom right, and he should come out nicely for the 7 here. And he plays that a little bit off the rail and in. Nice shot. He's got the 7-ball, just clicking them off one at a time here. Coming all the way around the bend for the 8. Beautiful shot there to get the perfect shape on the 8. Plays the 8, and he's going to go just right at the side pocket, not worried about the scratch at all, and he's going to make the 9 here. And Ryan is on fire. We'll get that score updated for you in just a few moments. And Ryan gets the 3 ball down, the 2 ball down. He's got to look at the one down the rail. One is in. He's going to get hung up behind the 5 for the 2. And that's going to put him into a kick shot situation here. Looks like he's going to go 2 rails to the 2 ball, misses it. And now it's going to be ball in hand for Raleigh. And Raleigh's bringing that back, almost scratches. And now he's looking at a 5 ball cut here. Not an easy shot. He goes for the bank instead. And he's going to be happy with that result with the cue ball hiding right behind the 8. And Ryan plays safe here. And Raleigh banks the 5 in. And this is the Sewega APA Whirlpool Finals, Whirlpool Championship Finals. The winner here will go to Panama City for the Southeast Challenge. And you're looking at the first match of 5 here in the finals between these 2 teams. Ryan can't do much with the 6, and it's going to roll right into the wheelhouse for Riley. The 7's tucked right behind the 9, and the angle here is away from those 2, so we'll see what Riley does here. He's just going to roll it to the rail so he can see the edge of the 7. He'll try to pick it out from behind the 9 and does so and makes it with a nice shot there by Riley. And now up the rail to the right. Good shot, bumps the 9 to the rail, doesn't like that. And now he's looking at a bank shot to the right side pocket. And he's going to miss that, might make the other side. It's going to whoa up right on the rail, and Ryan should be able to put this home. A little bit of top English, make sure he doesn't scratch. Perfect shot. Ryan setting up for his break here. And pockets a 6 ball, I believe it was. Now he's got the 1 straight in. And stop shot there for the 2 in the corner. And backs that up, and now he's looking at 3-7 combo. And a little strong on that shot, misses it. And Riley with an opportunity here to move. Get some more points, wants to go side, not going to do it. And now the 4 ball, back cut bank here, or a bank to the top left. Goes top left, makes it, nice shot there. Going to come right up behind the 5 Pretty good shape to go side. Eases that one right to the side pocket. Going to get hung up behind the 8, 4-7. And tries to go for the kick shot and hits the knuckle. And now Ryan lining up on the 7. He wants to get these 4 points right here. And has no problem making that one. Makes the 8 with a nice draw back down the table for perfect shape on the 9. Ryan really shooting good. And the 9 is in the pocket. Ryan's going to be setting up for another break. All right, now we got our score updated here. Ryan at 49. Hopefully that's correct. And he's going to play safe right here. He needs 6, and Riley needs 26. So Ryan working on a big win here in the first match. Good shot there by Riley to put the 1 down. Gets to 2, no problem. Now he's got 3 down the rail. That's going to be kicked out and into the end rail. Ryan, not a lot he can do with this 3 ball. He could try to go down the rail. That's a pretty tight cut. The banks are blocked. And looks like he's going to choose defense and does a nice job of it. And Riley's going to get a piece of the 3 and play a little defense himself. And now Ryan's going to come off the end rail and kick at the 3. Gets a good kick on it, almost goes side, almost catches the 9 towards the top left. Neither happened. And now Riley with a makeable 3 ball. He's got the 4 on the rail directly across from where he's at, and he's going to just put this into the knuckles. And I think Ryan can see it over top of the 9. And Ryan's got that in for his 50th point, I believe. He needs 5 more. Straight down the rail for the 4 ball. Been making those perfectly all night. Now he's got a straight in 5 ball. He's probably going to play a little top shot here to bring the cue ball back out for the 6. Might choose a draw. No, it goes top. Brings it way back down. He's going to get the knuckles and scratch, so that's going to be a dead ball and chance for Riley here to get some points. He's got 4 on the table to get. It didn't get the shape he wanted on the 9, but he's going to have a go at it anyway. Going left, misses it completely, comes off the end rail underneath it. And that's going to be ball in hand, no rail after contact. And Riley's going to give that to Ryan. Not going to make him shoot it off the spot. And that's going to bring Ryan to 53 with the break. Ryan with another powerful break. Drives a wing ball in. Needs one, excuse me. He's got a clean look at the one ball for the final ball of the match. And that's going to not go. And now Riley a chance to maybe get another point for his team. He steps up and quickly shoots the one ball, and with very little shape here for the two. He's going to spin it off the end rail into the two. And two's going to come all the way back down this way. Doesn't make the rail, and so that's going to be ball in hand here for Ryan. And that's going to be the last ball of the match. And a good match by Ryan there, really shot lights out. The men are going to shake hands. And Ryan putting his team out in front here in the first match out of 5. And we'll have that total for you in just a minute. And we'll be setting up here for the next two players. If you're watching on YouTube, please hit that like and subscribe. Leave us a comment. So happy to be here tonight, commentating this great match. That first one was really fast action and a lot of really good shooting by both players. And that's going to be a 16-4 split for Bank Shot Brawlers. They're on a quest for 51 total match points. And they now have 35 more to go. And it looks like Can't Get It Right has selected Marissa Eakin, skill level 2 player. And she's patiently waiting at the table for her opponent. And for bank shot Brawlers, it's going to be Nancy Phillips. So 2 skill level 2 players going at it here in the second match. On the left, Marissa. Can't get it right. On the right, Nancy for bank shot Brawlers. And it looks like Marissa's going to get the lag and the break. I apologize about the background noise. It is indeed Saturday night here in Colquitt, Georgia. And now Marissa setting up for her break. Looks like she likes it about 1 diamond out. Likes to bridge on the end of the table. And a direct non-ball straight on shot is going to come right back into the right-hand pocket. So maybe struck the cue ball with a little right hand English or a little bottom right, caused it to come straight back like that. Nothing went in on the break. Ball in hand here for Nancy. She's going to line up this 1 ball to go bottom right. 2 balls sitting right there. She might have a chance, same pocket for the 2, depending on the leave here. And a stop shot there, so she will have the 2 down the rail. And Nancy with the first point in the match, and it hits the rail before the 2 and causes it to kick out, but not a bad leave there. It's a little tough. Bank shot here to the left side. And Marissa just hits that just a little long. And now Nancy back to the table for the 2 ball top right. The 3 is hiding down behind the 8-9-4 cluster there. She might break that up a little bit here with this shot. And misses the 2 and follows in with the cue ball for the scratch. So now Marissa, good chance here to get something going. She's got the 3 ball down other end of the table. She's going to choose to go right side on a tight cut. And maybe gave herself just a little glimpse of the 3. If not, I think she might be able to get it off that end rail, and she can. Ball hits a rail after contact, so no problem there, and squeezes the cue ball in behind the 8, so there's no good shot here for Nancy. She is definitely kicking, and very few options here. She played it straight ahead with a whole lot of spin. And timeout called here. Mike's going to come to the table and discuss it with her. As a team captain, I might have refused this timeout because that's a really tough shot. And I might wanted to save that timeout for later. But they choose to go ahead and take it, and that's fine. And Mike lining her up here for a 3-rail shot, and little technicality here. That chalk should not be on the actual felt. It should be on the wood, but we'll let that slide. And that's going to go into the knuckle, and that's going to be ball in hand for Marissa. And now Marissa lining up on the 3. And gets her second point of the match. Now the 4, not sure she cleared the 7, but I think she did. And 4 won't go. Maybe the 7 was hindering her a bit from getting where she needed to be on that 4 ball. But now Nancy with a straight in 4 ball. And she just needs to get this to the rail over near the side pocket so she can see the 5 behind the 9. And she plays a stop shot, and that's going to put her right behind the 9 ball. A little bit of top would have helped there to be able to see the 5. So she's looking for the kick now. No timeouts. Already been used. She could go to the rail right behind the 8 ball on the left-hand side for a 2 rail attempt. Also, she could come to the bottom of the table and back up between the 7 and the 9. Or she can go the other way, between the 6 and the 7 and around. And that's what she does and misses. That's okay. Tough shot for a skill level 2 player. Tough shot really for any player. And now Marissa is going to line up the 5. The 6 is over on the right-hand side rail. No problem there. And now she's got the 6 down the rail. And that's in. And can't make the 7 in the side. And now Nancy's going to try to cut the 7. Oh, she goes for the bank, long bank, and won't go. 7 right back, passing through the middle of the table, and now Marissa choice here, right side, top right corner. I think she's going to go for the cut here. And the 7 ball being up a little bit makes the cut a little more likely, but it doesn't go. She's going to like the leave, though, with Nancy not being able to see the 7 for a direct shot. Just looking at a 2 rail kick here. A 1 rail kick from the right side would be difficult, but she could get it. 2 rail kick maybe into the bottom right-hand corner, or a 1 rail kick with a whole lot of spin straight down. She's going to go for the 1 rail kick here. She's going to get the 7, and she's going to get the rail after contact. And unfortunately, her contact made the 7 go right in front of the side pocket for Marissa. And Marissa needs to just play a little 50-50 shot here, nice and easy. And now she's got the 8 down the rail. And now we got a timeout going on here with can't get it right. Can't get right. And Marissa just gets a little bit behind that 8 ball. And Nancy needs to get these 3 here to keep things close. drives the 8-ball right in there. And now the 9 down the rail. Misses that. It's going to come all the way back down the middle of the table. And out about a diamond and 3/4. Marissa looking down a spot shot here. Almost a spot shot. A little bit more toward the right. She's going to try to go bottom right corner. Nice shot there, but doesn't cut it quite enough. And now Nancy's going to end up with a straight in shot. And she's going to miss that, and it's going to come down towards top left. And now Marissa's going to take another stab at it. And Marissa can't make it. She's going to follow it in with a scratch. That's going to give Nancy ball in hand, which will surely result in a made non-ball, but I believe she is going to make her shoot it. And Nancy's going to come around, line this up to her liking. Trying to decide where to go with it. And she's going to come down here to this bottom left corner. Lines it up right where she wants it. And puts it in. So we got a rack out of the way here and another one on the way, and I'll be right back with you. Little technical difficulty with the table there. Had to get the key to get the 1 ball out. And as you can see, we had a score correction there. The tie ball game right now, 5-5. Nancy breaks from standing almost straight up and down. And just puts a lot of power into it. Interesting break, but it seems to work for her, and so that's fine. Marissa can see the 1 ball, but not really a clear destination. I'm not sure what she's going to do here. Puts the 1 into the 8, and then the cue ball bumps the 3 towards the side, but nothing goes down. And now Nancy, also not a clear destination from the 1 ball shot. And she may try to get it to the 7 ball there for the combo. And can't quite get there because the 8 gets in the way. And so now back to Marissa on the 1, and she's looking 1-7 combo, or maybe for the 1 to go behind the 7. She goes for the combo, and the 7 is going to get hung up in the pocket and not fall. And now Nancy with another chance on the 1. Both players having a hard time getting started here in rack number 2 of the second match out of 5 matches in these finals. Nancy going bottom right with this 1 ball. Gonna get it to go home. Now she's got the 2 ball down the rail into the 7. And that should leave the 2 in the pocket. Needs to be careful not to hit this 2 too hard where she might get hung up behind the 9 for the 2 ball shot. Or the 2 might go to an unexpected area, but everything just lines up perfectly off that shot for her for a straight in 2 ball. And that's going to give her 7 points. And now the 3 is an easy shot into the side, coming back down for the 4. It's going to bump it just a little toward the pocket and then get behind the 6, unfortunately. She will be kicking this out of there. Taking a look at it, trying to decide, go end rail or go side rail. Her best shot here would probably be just to go end rail and kick it out. Timeout called. And the discussion's going to occur. And now Marissa ball in hand here on the 4. So we got 6 points on the table. And Nancy up 9-5. And Marissa gets that one in. And a missed shot there. That's going to leave Nancy a good look here to the bottom left corner for the 5, but the 6 all the way up at the other end of the table. Maybe a stop shot here to keep some shape on the 6. And she misses the 5, but it's going to come off the end rail and in. And a little bit of luck there for Nancy, but she'll take another point. And now she's going to have to spin it off that end rail to get to the 6. You might be able to see the very edge of it. Oh, can see the edge, almost puts it in. And now Marissa's going to have a tough cut here. Could bank it if she wanted to top right or down the rail to top left. She's going to call a timeout on this to try to help with that decision. Got a discussion going on here about what to do, and we'll see what that decision was. And decision was down the rail, and she made it with a beautiful leave on the 8. So a very nice shot there by Marissa. And if she plays a stop shot here on that 8, she should have the 9 coming back to the left side. And she makes that 8, and now she could either go bank or cut here. Probably going to cut this into the left side. Always want to roll slow towards those sides. And she's going to put that in, a nice shot there. And that's going to tie our matchup at 10-10 going into the third rack. Nancy getting them racked up here. And the bar is getting lively here on this Friday night. And Marissa with the straight on break again. Gets a little bit of action, not too much, nothing goes in, and tough one ball shot coming up for Nancy. And Nancy puts the one into the 6 ball, and now it comes on back up and is snuggled up against the cue ball. So it's going to be tough here for Marissa. I think she's going to have to play some defense. Just hits this hard. It's going to go down behind the 9. And now Nancy looking at a kick shot to get to the 1. Go about center diamond on that top right rail. And goes right underneath it. And that's going to be ball in hand for Marissa. She's got the 1 down there and the 2 way up here on the other side. So we'll see how she plays the ball in hand here. Might be able to make this and to just get the cue ball to come up toward that 4 ball and give her somewhat of a shape on the 2. And that's exactly what she does, but she doesn't make the 1. Maybe hit that a smidge too hard. And now Nancy trying to get the 1 to go. Top left. And doesn't get it. Gets into the 3, that doesn't go. Gets into the 8, that doesn't go. And now the 1 ball in another spot that's just not a direct path to its destination. Is going to be a bank or a cup maybe right by the 3. Let's see. Goes bank. Nothing much happening there. And now Nancy, again, not a lot of options. A pretty tight cut. Put it in the side. It will go. Or a side bank to the right. And almost makes that. If it was going a little slower, it probably would have dropped. But the speed caused it to bounce around in there. And now Marissa is going to get the 1 ball and get the point. And not real happy with that leave. Two ball. Tough cut. Marissa having to reach and stretch. Might need a bridge here to get over that 5. Unless she decides to do a side kick. Thinks about using her timeout. And she's going to go for it. She's going to go for the side kick now. And a good choice there. 2 balls going to come out and be in another tough spot. Nancy cannot see it directly. Maybe she can. And she can. Almost makes it side. Almost makes the 9. And now Marissa back at the 2 ball. 4 ball in the way.
I can make that ball and break that 8 out of there.
Timeout called here. Again, an early rack timeout. But unlike 8-ball, every ball here counts. So if you think you can prevent your opponent from getting ball in hand, or you can get a ball in the pocket by accepting a timeout, sometimes that's a great thing to do. And here comes the kick shot for the 2. And no luck there for Marissa, so Nancy's going to have ball in hand. And the 3 ball is right above the 9, right next to the 9 in the top left corner. So let's see what Nancy does here. She kind of puts the cue ball there with a little angle into the bottom left so that it'll naturally head on down there to where the 3 is, or will she go straight in with it? And she's going to line it up with a little bit of an angle. And she's going to hit this. She needs it to clear the 4. Oh, she gets it in the 5-4 window there and can see the 3, so that worked out nicely for her. And now the 3 ball top left will go. Cuts it too much, gets into the 4. And now Marissa looking at that 3 ball. Could get the 8 on the carom if she's going for the 3 the other way, but wasn't headed that way, so. And now Nancy looking at the 3 ball down to the bottom right. A lot of green. Got a bridge out of the pocket. Just needs to make good contact here with the 3. And she does, but drops it straight into the rail and doesn't get the cut on it. And so now Marissa with the cut. 3 ball close to the cue ball. Should be a makeable shot here for Marissa. And she's going to put that one in. And it's going to roll on down below the 4. She comes cross table with the 4 bank, almost makes that. It was a good attempt. And now Nancy with the 4 ball. She's got a bridge over the 5. Not too bad of a cut. Got a nice angle going into it. The toughest part is the bridge. You see she's having to lean way over and kicks behind the 4, and it's going to go in off the rail. So she'll smile and take that and move on to the next shot. Unfortunately, the ball rolls out right behind the 6 ball. And that doesn't give her much of a chance here on the 5. She's going to go for the kick. Deep angle, and it's going to go about a ball and a half below the 5. And now Marissa is going to get ball in hand here. And she'll get this 5 ball and probably the 6. The 6 is right there, so she should have really nice shape. And then looking at the 7-9 here, see if I can zoom in just a little bit on it for my view. Unfortunately, I can't change yours. I think that 7-9 is just about a dead shot. So if she gets contact on that 7 with not too much speed, I think the 9's just going to go right in. And it doesn't. 7 slides under the 9 and just cuts it up the rail, so it's not going to work out. Marissa 5 to go, and Nancy 7 to go here. And Nancy gets that 7 ball headed for the scratch, and it's going to drop. That's going to kill the 7 is dead. And so Nancy's still at 7 to go. And Marissa, if she can get these 3, will only have 2 to go after that when she gets to the break. And that's a good lineup to come on around for the 9 ball down the rail. Hits it long, headed for the corner. Not going to scratch. And now the long 9 ball shot. And a great shot there, rattles it in, and she needs 2. So Marissa, well on her way to getting a win here for her Can't Get It Right. Nancy needs 7, so maybe hoping for a dry break here or a scratch on the break so that she could get something going. All right. And Marissa gets her break, and everything just kind of goes out and then back into the middle of the cluster. Nancy with a look at the 1 ball down the rail. And maybe a little debate on whether or not that was a good break, but I believe it was. 1 ball is at the top of the cluster there. I'm sorry, that was the 5 down the rail. It was my mistake. And Nancy misses the 1 completely. So that's going to be ball in hand for Marissa with 2 to go. And timeout called here. And they're lining her up to go top right. She does have to draw this a little. If she doesn't put any draw on it, she's going to be hung on the 4. Might be able to see the 2. Looks like she might have got lucky on that and puts that in, and that's going to be it. Ladies are going to shake hands here. And Marissa with the win there. And it looks like it's going to be a 16-4 split, so that's going to tie us up at 20-20 going into the 3rd match here. And we'll be right back with you with the next 2 players in just a moment. All right, we're back here getting ready for the third game out of 5 in these finals, and really close, 19-21. Bank Shot Brawlers just barely up by 2 points. Coming up next for Can't Get It Right, we have Charles Bryan in the black shirt, gray hat, and for Bank Shot Brawlers, we have Mike Phillips, red brimmed hat, black shirt. Mike with the break. Charles is going to be a skill level 5. And Mike is going to be a skill level 7. Mike with the break here. Two ball wants to go, won't go in. Cue ball floating around with scratch, doesn't go. And it's a draw break. Charles coming up to the table now. And Charles takes that straight down the rail. Beautiful shot there to go right by the 6. 2's the no problem. 3 he might put in that same pocket, top right. He could go top left, either way. He's got the 4 right there near where he's standing. Gonna go top right, come back, bump the 4 towards the pocket. 6 ball almost goes in the side. And now things shaping up here for Charles to run these out maybe. It's gonna come down, maybe roll that just a little too far on the 5, but he could easily cut this into the 6 at the side or bank it. He's gonna cut it into the 6, but he hits it a little hard and the 6 goes into the knuckle. And so now Mike with a chance to clean it up. He's got the 5 cut into the side. Nice easy shot here to keep shape on the 6. And he rolls that one very softly down into the 9. And now the 6 down the rail. Most of our 7 skill level players that we see are very good at the down the rail shot. And now 7 ball, almost straight in. He just needs to roll this to the 7 and get the 7 going and follow it up. He's going to go right to the 8 though with power on the 7 and a draw, and then he's going to get hung up right on the 8. He's going to have to play a kick shot here. And with the cue ball right on it, he's going to, it's a tough shot. Probably put some speed on this. And he's going to get the 8. Seen him make a few of those in this tournament. And now the 9 down the rail. And Mike ends up with 6 of the 10, and Charles with 4 in the first rack. Mike having to give up 17 points to Charles on the skill level differential, so he got 2 back right there, so a long way to go. Mike with the break here. And nothing goes in. Charles quick to the task here on the 1. No problem with that one. Going to come all the way around the table, but get hung up behind the 3. And he's going to be kicking at that 2 ball. Just took a weird roll, Came back around off the rail behind the 3. He's going to go into the corner and back out around. And misses the 2 completely for ball in hand. Mike looking to run these out. Looks like 2 side, 3 top left, 4 top right, 5 bottom right. He might come up on the 5 for the 5-7 combo and catches the 7, and it comes out, but actually puts it into a little bit easier place because close to the 5 for the combo here. Gets the combo, no problem. Going to come bump the 8 a little bit to the side, but then right on the knuckles. So it's going to make that 8-ball shot a little bit tougher than it needs to be. And coming up now for the 6. Maybe wanted to go side with that. Mike shooting lights out on this run. And the 6 is just going to catch the left rail and maybe leave these other 4 points here for Charles. And Charles able to get the 8 to bump a little. And he's going to try to just gently put this in without it bumping out, but it's not going to work. A difficult shot there. And Mike with the back cut on the 8. It's probably going to go 3 rails for the 9. Gets the back cut, 1 rail, 2 rails, and I'll take 2 for the top right corner. Have to pay a pretty good draw on that to avoid the scratch. Might bank it back down to where he's standing. And he's going to go with a really gentle shot, maybe defense there. Just didn't feel like he could put it in, so left Charles with a really long bank shot and the possible scratch here. And Charles is going to bring it back around and a nice back cut bank there on the 9-ball. And that's going to make our score 12-8. So Charles able to hang with Mike in that rack, and not good for Mike, who needs to pull away with that skill level differential. Charles with a good break there, makes the 5 and another ball. Looks like maybe the 7 went down. He's got a clear look at the 1. The 2 is tied up right now on the 9. Misses the 1. Maybe rushed that just a little. Don't know. But now Mike with a chance to maybe pull away from Charles a little bit here. He's going to need a good run here. It's 2 balls in a tough spot. To get the 1. But the 2 is going to be a kick because the 6 is blocking it completely. He's going to have to go off that in rail. He might hit this with some power, hoping for something to happen. Now he's going to go gentle with it, trying to tie up that cue ball. And now Charles with the down the rail shot. And he gets it into the rail very early, and that's going to cause it to miss. And now Mike looking at bank or cut. 2 ball. The choice is bank to the side, hits it a little long. And now again, down the rail. And Charles just gets a little bit too thin on that 2 ball, just not enough meat. And Now Mike, almost same shot the other way. Mike gets nicely done on that. And I believe he can go off the left rail and make the three. Just gotta he doesn't like it. He doesn't like going between the 6 and the 9. Takes another look at it. I think he can get it off the left rail. Just goes right at it with power and sinks the ball, no problem. And now a cut here on the 4. Puts that in without problem. Now 6 straight in, coming back up the table for the 8. It's going to be a nice leave. He's going to like it a lot. He's got angle to come off the rail back down toward the 9. Makes the 8. Cue ball right in the shot line with the 9. And Mike's going to put this away. And just like that, he's doubled up Charles' score. 20-10. Charles needs 28. Mike needs 35. So still slightly behind due to that skill level differential, but Mike with a nice out there. Mike leaning way back for the power break here. Makes a wing ball on the 2. Right up against the 1 ball. Not a lot he can do with it. Goes for the bank and scratches. Almost made that 1, but didn't see the scratch in the bottom right, way at the other end of the table. Would have been really hard to predict that. And so now Charles with the ball in hand. He wants to make up some ground here that Mike took from him in the last rack. He's got 3 ball down the rail, wants to hold it. Got to get over on that right-hand side with enough to be able to see it around the 7, and not sure if he got far enough. May have to go off the rail to try to make it. Does just that and makes it beautifully. And Charles with a great 5 ball bank shot into the side from the end rail. And now the delicate 6 side shot, got to roll it slow. Hits a little hard, but it's dead in the middle of the pocket, so it has no problems. 7 ball top right. He wants to go just above the 9 or bounce the 9 out of the way. He does that, but the 9 causes a little bit of grief on the 8. Now he's looking to run that 8. Looks like he's going for the cut with a lot of right. Puts it in there, almost gets it. Cue ball going to end up right on the 8 ball for Mike, straight in. Bold shot there by Charles to try to run that 8 ball that far down that end rail and in. Mike gets the 8 in. It's going to come up and maybe go past the 9, come back. And now he's got a little cut shot here to the bottom left. Should be no problem here for Mike. And he's going to miss that. And he's going to leave the leave 1 diamond out on both sides, straight down. And we're going to see a bank shot here. That's going to go right in. Rattles around just a little, but a good shot there by Charles. So Charles stealing back some ground, keeping it close, hanging with Mike. He needs 20. Mike needs 33. And Charles is going to scratch on the break, and that's going to give Mike a good opportunity here. Six ball maybe his only problem child, and he might get that broke out right here. Tries to break out the six, doesn't get it out. One rattles around. But now Charles pinned behind the three. Got to figure out a way to get to that one ball. He's going to go with a lot of right English. Gets it over there, and it's going to go in. It's a very good shot. But now again, hung behind the three ball for the two. Could maybe go off the rail and just barely catch the two. If he played some inside English. But it looks like he's going to go end rail, try to go between the three and the five and spin it back down with the two coming that way. Really tough way to go. Not a lot of other options here. He could go into the quarter and around. So two rails, end rail, left rail, and then coming back around. That's a tough shot as well. And now a timeout. I believe that's Brad that's going to come to the table for the timeout. And it looks like the two players have come up with a plan. And they're going to go end rail and then try to come back behind the three. Tough shot here. And unsuccessful. It's going to be ball in hand. That was a really tight spot for Charles. Really wasn't a whole lot he could do. Gave it his best effort. And now Mike going to try again to pull away from Charles. And he got the two in. And three should be no problem. Should be able to get out of there to get around for the four. Got a bridge over the five here to get to the four. Shouldn't be a problem. Nice easy cut. And won't go. Four tucks in a little. But Charles can see it to go. I think he's going to try to bank that to the top left. He does, and is going to come up short. Four ball might settle down in front of the side. Nope, goes on past, but now Mike might be able to make it in the opposite side with a bank shot. Close to the pocket, he would have to hit this fairly hard. He's going to go long with it, and it won't go. Blocked by the 9 from a direct shot, and now Charles looking to kick. We go behind the 6, kick off the rail into the 4. Almost scratches. These two guys just looking for an opportunity to get a clean shot to where they can make a run. And Mike's going to cut that one, and he's going to get it just a little bit too much of a cut. It's going to miss to the right of the pocket. And now Charles with a straight in 4 ball almost. He's going to make a good shot there. Going to come down past the 9. He's got the 5. I do not think that it can cut into the side, but we will see. And no, it will not go. And now Mike with an opportunity here to get these 5 points with the 5 lined up, the 6 right by the pocket. Might have a little trouble getting back around on the 8. Nice shot there on the 5. 6, no problem. He wants that cue ball to go so he can get a good angle on that 8 down the rail, which he does have. 8 down the rail is in. And now he's looking at the long shot here on the 9. Puts that home, no problem. And that's going to give him 29 points. He needs 26 more. And Charles needs 18. So Charles hanging tight with Mike. Both players just past halfway to their points. And Mike's going to make 2 on the break here, 1 in each top corner. And the 1 ball sitting in the side pocket. Next ball after that will be the 4, which is right above the dot. He gets a good shot there, come around on the 4 top left. Oh, excuse me, the 3 ball. And top right, and he's going to get that in. And now 4 is going to go top left. If it doesn't get hung behind the 6, which I believe it did. Mike giving a hand gesture to the cue ball. Not very happy with that roll out. Going to kick into the 4. And not a bad leave there on the end rail. Charles again going to go for that side bank from the end rail. He likes that one, puts it right in there. And now 5 to the side. Got to hit this soft. And he doesn't hit it soft, but again, right in the middle of the side pocket, so no problem for him to worry about. But tries to power the 6 ball in there and gets a lot of action and ends up scratching. And Mike with a chance here to run these out. Maybe finally put a little more space between him and Charles. Mike bringing that way on down for the 8. And Mike cannot get the 8 to go. It's going to rattle around the knuckles. And Charles with a golden opportunity here to just stay right there with Mike. Not let him pull away. Can't get that 9 ball bank to go. It's going to line up nice for Mike for the bottom left corner. Charles not happy with it. And Mike takes his time on that one, but still puts it into the knuckles. And out, and now Charles with a straight in 9 ball. And Charles puts it in the knuckles, but it's a little softer and rattles around and falls. So we're looking at a score of 25-35. Charles needs 13. Mike needs 20. Charles with the break, everything coming up table. Now nothing at either end, everything right in the middle of the table here. Mike looking 1 ball side, gets it in. Coming around behind the 2, wants it to roll a little, does. May be able to get the 2 ball to the side. Not sure if he's going there, if he's going a combo here. He's going to go 2 bottom right. Oh, nice shot. Didn't see that. Unfortunate on the leave here for the 3, though. I mean, just 2 rolls shy of having a shot on the 3. He's going to go 2 rails and try to come around behind the 3. 3 rails and misses it. Ball in hand, Charles here needs to make a plan. He's going to continue his quest to 38 points. Gets that one in, no problem. The 4 should not be a problem. He's been making side shots very easily all night. And he's going to come around for the 5, just above the 9 ball down to bottom right. It's a delicate shot there with the scratch. He's got to give it just enough to get to the pocket. And he's going to hit it a lot harder than that, and it's going to not go in. And now Mike has a good look at the 5 to cut top left. And then he might want to try to hold the cue ball down below that side of the table, but he can't, doesn't make it. Was maybe thinking 6 side on that leave. A really long shot here. Length of the table, probably trying to bank this back to where he's standing, but catches it pretty much all of the 5 ball. So just not enough spin for it to go anywhere. And now Mike's going to be able to put this in the side. Got a good look here at the 6. Might go top left here or bank, not sure which. Looks like top left, bottom left, excuse me. Good shot there. Coming around, not going to scratch. And bounces out enough to the right that he can see the 8. Nice shot there, coming around for shape on the 9. And an around the world run out if Mike's able to get this 9 ball down, just going from one end of the table to the other and back. Can't get it, headed back to the other end though. Won't go there either. Falls right into the natural shot line here. Charles overcuts it into the left rail. And now Mike goes for the bank, won't go, cue ball in the way. And now that's going to leave Charles with the straight in 9 ball here. Yeah, it's going to be 29 for Charles, 39 for Mike. Charles closing in on that 38. He only needs 9. Mike needs 16. So can't get it right. A chance to win this one and take back over the lead in the match. And Charles with a good break here. Nothing goes in. Mike, no clear look at the 1. And Mike pivoting around. It's going to probably go off the end rail with some right spin. Just right behind the 5 ball into the 9. Does that. Good hit. Got to get a rail. Gets the 8 ball to the rail, so no foul. 8 ball made the rail. And Charles now looking one side and wants to come up table a little bit to get on the 2, not too far to get hung behind the 7. And from my view here, it looks like he still has the 2. And nice easy shot here, doesn't need to put a lot on it. Can't quite get it there. And now Mike He's going to cut bank this 2 back to where he's standing. Oh, no, he cuts the 2 straight in. Hits the 7, and that causes it to go off course there and right in for the scratch. So the 2 doesn't count. It's dead. Charles, ball in hand. He needs 8. He's got the 3 in the pocket, the 4 being blocked by the 9. He may just draw this straight back, and that's what he does, but he hits a 6. He really wanted to get that straight back into the 9-4. And now he's going to kick this towards top left, and it's going to go back and forth and hold up right there where Mike is going to be able to take that one out. So Mike a chance here to get to 4-5. Get to 4, no problem. Bounces into the 5. And now he could go left or right with the 5. Probably going to go left since the 6 is on the right-hand side. And the 5 is not going to go. Doesn't quite get it there. And now Charles with that down the rail shot, and then the 6 coming out naturally over to the right-hand side. Excuse me, the cue ball coming over naturally for the 6 ball. 5 ball will not go. And Mike hung behind the 9. Will be kicking, I believe, at this 5. Not 100% sure whether he can get to it. I don't think he can. So now he's going to go with the end rail kick. And a nice kick there. Almost gets it in bottom right. But it's going to roll up right in for a straight side ball shot, side pocket shot. And Charles rattle it around the knuckles. Charles been making side shots like crazy all night, and then that little one just a little bit too far to the right and won't go home. Mike maybe going to play a combo here. Plays the combo, but more of his defense. And Charles going to try to see what he can do with the defense. He's just going to give everything a shot here. Hits the 5 into the group. And now everything is separated. And Mike really needs to get the 6 points that are on the table. Can't make the 5 on the cut. Good leave, though. Charles can see the edge of the 5. It might go bottom left. And a great shot there. And just powers it in there. A long shot here on the 6, bridging off the rail. And that one won't go. Again, a lot of power, a lot of speed on that shot. And now Mike off the rail with the corner-to-corner shot here on the 6 ball. Nice shot. Cue ball wants to follow it in and will. Now Charles with 6 to go. 4 on the table. Ball in hand. He's going to start with the 7. And he's just going to play that right there where it is with a stop shot. He likes this 8 cut. Makes that no problem. Cue ball is going to knock the 9 out of the side pocket, but line it up with the bottom right. And Charles, no problem getting out here. He needs 2 with the break. And Mike Mike needs 14. Charles drives one in off the break. That's going to leave him with one needed. And he cannot see the one ball. 6 and 2 in the way. And Mike, if he can get a few more in, might be able to reduce the damage a little bit here. Nice hit there. It's going to go towards the bottom right and doesn't go. But a nice kick shot there by Charles to make contact and almost make it. And now Mike really doesn't have a makeable one here. Might go to bottom left. Misses the one completely. That's ball in hand, and that's going to give Charles the match. I think he just gave him the one ball. And then make him shoot it. He shoots it. Men shake hands. Good match. Hard-fought battle, but Charles just on fire, really making some really good shots. Really strong on the side shots. Plays aggressive with a lot of speed and a lot of power, but worked out for him tonight in these finals to possibly win a trip to Panama City to play in the Southeast Challenge. And we'll have your updated score for you in just a moment and the next players. So the updated score after 3 of the 5 matches is going to be Can't Get It Right 33, Bank Shot Brawlers 27. Each team trying to get to 51 total points to win it. And we have 2 more matches to go. All right, here we go, getting ready for the next match, number 4 out of 5 for Can't Get It Right. We got Mr. Scott McCune, and for Bank Shot Brawlers, we have Mr. Brad Shiver. Brad's going to be black shirt, khaki pants. Blonde hair. Scott's going to be black shirt. On the right-hand side there, lined up with their names. Very close match here, 33-27. It looks like Scott's gonna, well no, Brad's, not sure who won the lag. We're gonna find that out in just a moment. Yeah, it looks like Scott's got the break here. Two skill level 5 players going at it. Yeah, here we go. Five ball goes on the break, 6 ball goes on the break. The rest of the rack just kind of sticks together. But a clean look here at the 1 ball. Might peel off to the top left. And he just breaks everything up here, and he's going to leave Brad with a straight in 1 ball. And Brad can't get the 2 to go. It's going to scratch. And Scott with a chance here to really run away here right from the get-go. He's going to start 2 side. Maybe draw this back just a little for the 3. Just plays a nice, easy stop shot and 3 down the rail. Let's it come back up table for the 4 or go underneath the 4 to come back up this way. Can't get the 3 to go. And he's going to leave Brad with a good opportunity here to make the 3. And a good shot there. He's going to catch a little bit of the 9 ball, and that's going to be fine. And banker cut here on the 4, his preference. Looks like maybe bank. Cut, puts it in, no problem. And now back cut on the 7. And a nice shot there to come up table for the 8. He's going to like that shape. No problem here on the 8, and then he's going to just roll it down the table a little for the 9. And a nice easy 9 ball here. And Brad taking 7 and Scott 3 in the first rack. No skill level differential in this one, just 2 5s going at it. Brad putting a lot of power into that break. Cue ball jumping right up off the table. Makes one. Doesn't have a clean look at the one. It's going to be kicking at it here. See what happens as it comes off that 8-ball. And a good kick there. Almost gets to 2 to go, but won't quite get there. And now Scott needs to get to work. And stretches out for that 1 ball. Wants to try to avoid going too far up table and not getting an angle on the 2, but that's exactly what happens. And now he is hung up behind the 6. Now looking at a kick behind the 8. Can't get there. Good setup here for Brad. Ball in hand. 5-ball maybe the only trouble ball, and it's not too bad. And an easy make on the 2. He's got 4 top left. He rattles that one in there and leaves great shape for the 5. Makes the 5, but gets hung up behind the 9. Just couldn't pull that back. And now kicking at the 6. Gets a good contact there. That's probably going to leave Scott with a makeable 6-ball here. Top left. And a good shot there. And now the 7-ball side. And catches the knuckle, can't get it to go down, and now Brad, chance here to extend the lead if he can get these next 4 points. A good shot there. Nice stop shot. Now the 8 down the rail. Bottom right to bring the cue ball down for the 9. And nothing goes right on that one. 8 won't go in. And now Scott's going to get that 5 and the 8, and now the 9. And with that shot, he's able to make up a little bit of ground on Brad. Our score 8-12 going into the 3rd rack. This is our 4th match out of 5 to see who's going to win the finals here. APA 8-ball, or excuse me, 9-ball. And the winner going to Panama City, Florida for the Southeast Challenge. And now Scott here breaking from the right-hand side. Bridging off the rail, and a lot of power in that. Gets one to go down, but 9-ball takes up real estate between the cue and the 1. And that's going to cause Brad to maybe can see the edge of the 1 here. If you can see it, might be enough to make it or make it in a cut bank. almost gets it in there. He was able to get enough of it. I think it just caught the left side knuckle, and that's why it didn't go in, but took a fair shot at it there. Brad looking like he's trying to back cut the one, and that's just not going to work. And Scott going for the one bank and putting a lot of green and a lot of traffic between cue ball and one ball. And Brad with a nice kick shot there and really ties up the one with the 5 and the cue ball. Really good defensive shot there by Brad to get out of the predicament he was in and then not end up giving his opponent much to work with. Scott probably going to try to get this one into the 6 and maybe get it to go in the side. Almost does, but doesn't quite work out. And now Brad has a tough shot here on the 1. I believe he can see the edge of it. He may go with a kick out. Might try to take it down the rail into the 6. He goes with the kick out. Going to put the cue ball down in the corner. And called that a foul. I'm not sure what happened on the foul there, but Brad called it. Good sportsmanship there. And now Scott straight down the rail, 2 ball, 1 ball. Working on shape for the 2. Might have wanted that to roll just a little further down. Cut down that angle some, but he should have no problem with this one top left. And it's down. 3 ball. Going to go straight to the rail and just settle. And that's unfortunate for Scott. It's a tough 3 ball now. Going to come back to where he's standing. And can't quite get it there. Very close. Almost made that. That would have been a good make for Scott right there, but Brad manages to hold on to the lead by 1 ball. Brad gets a 3, and it's just going to stop right in the pocket. Just will not go. And Scott's going to take advantage of that right away. A nice shot there to make the 3 and then go all the way down the end and come back up with a 5. And 5 top left here. And that's not going to go. Similar to that 3 ball shot we just saw. So now Brad with his chance here to make something happen with the ball that's stuck in the pocket. Just ease that around the 8 to see the 6, but I'm not sure he got it quite far enough. Can probably see it, don't know if he can make it in the bottom left from there. We'll see. Comes off the rail with the kick because he couldn't. And he wants his 6 to go, but it's not going to go. And not sure what the 7 ball situation is. I'm going to zoom in a little bit here with my camera to see. And it looks like he is pretty stuck on that 7 ball. I think he can see the 6 for the cut, and that's exactly what he does with it. And another foul for ball in hand. I think he may have hit the 7 ball coming out. Brad trying to ease the 7 into the side is not going to happen, and Scott with a chance here to tie it up. Maybe going to try a big draw here to come straight back off that 7. Does so, gets it coming back. Don't know if it was enough to get the cut into the side. He's going to give it a try anyway. And it's going to go. Good shot there by Scott. And Scott's going to make that 9-ball and take the lead 16-14. So good match here too, very evenly matched players. Brad's had the lead pretty much in the first 3 racks. And now Scott at the end of the 3rd one just inched ahead. So we'll see what happens here. Scott breaking from the right-hand side with power, puts the cue ball right in the top right corner. And that's going to be nothing down, but Brad making a plan here to make as many as he can here off this ball in hand. Looks like 1 bottom right, 2 top right, 3 probably bottom left. 4 and 6 kind of bunched up there, so we have to get down on the 4, maybe to make it top right. Needs a draw shot here and needs to not get hung up behind the 5. And he's going to get hung up behind the 5. So nice draw shot, just not hard enough for it to come off the rail and then back out for the 3. We go behind the 5 here for the kick. Misses the 3, and that's going to be ball in hand for Scott. And now Scott in the tied pull match has a chance here to pull away a little bit. Scott's going to start out with a 3-ball side shot here. And he wants that cue ball to go down maybe past the 5. Got to get on that 4-ball. Still a delicate side shot. Got to be careful just to make sure he doesn't miss that. Trying to get down on a 4. Nice shot. Slides it right by the 5. Just a beautiful shot there by Scott to get on the 4. Going to back this up a little bit for the 5. Misses the 4. Beautiful shape. Just kind of shakes his head in disbelief and walks away. And now Brad take advantage here. Nice shot there on the 4 and his 5-6 combo coming up. Good speed, but 5 hits the rail, and that's going to cause the 6 to not go. And now Scott wants redemption on that after that 4-ball. Get that 5 in, no problem. Oh, the 5 is just going to rattle around in the pocket for him, just won't go down. It's really unfortunate there. Tough break. And now Brad can take another advantage of a missed shot by Scott and takes the lead with that. And no problem on the 6. 7's going to go top right. Should come out underneath the 9 and be able to have good shape up here for the 8. Good shot there. Going to come right down here for the 8-ball and a beautiful shot. And now up the rail after he makes the 8, about halfway. Wants it to go just a little, could have got a little bit more angle on it, but now the 9 top left. And a nice run out there by Brad, pulling away 6 points from Scott. And Brad just leaning into that break. And makes one. Looks like the 6 ball. A clean look at the 1 here, but not sure what he's going to do with it. He just hits it into the rail and doesn't scratch. And Scott looking at the 1. It will not go top left. Zoom in a little bit here and take a look. That looks like it might pass by the 9. It'd be really close. If it'll pass by that 2 ball. Nope, he's going to cut it back towards the right side of the table. And gets a fortunate leave there with the 8 ball right behind, right in front of the cue ball, blocking the 1. And Brad's going to bridge over here, try to go off end rail behind the 8 to get to the 1. And I couldn't see because Brad was blocking the camera, but it's going to be ball in hand. I believe he hit the 8 ball instead of the 1 first. Now Scott down by 7, needs to make a good plan here to inch his way back, try to tie this thing up. And 1 down the rail, no problem. And the 2 will slide by that 9 ball. Can't get it in there though, and he's going to scratch. Oh, no, no scratch. Looked like it was going that way. Brad looking long 2 ball shot here. Gets that down nicely. And he's going to come up with a good look at the 3. Just not a lot to do there. The 3-4 is in a really strange configuration. He plays the 3, dropping the 4 down towards top left, but not much he could have done there. And now Scott. Looking like a draw shot here to the top left. Gotta be careful. Now he's going to go bottom right and top right, and that's a good shot. And he left himself good shape there for the 2. top left. Nice shot there. He's going to come back around. He's got the 5 down the rail. And can't get that to go. But the cue ball is going to just tuck right behind the 7 and just make it impossible for Brad to do anything here. Really only one direction he can go. I'm going to try to really spin this and get it to the 5, but it's going to be tough. Hits the 7 first. That's going to be ball in hand for Scott. So Scott with a chance here to tie it up if he can get these 5 down. 5 side, 7 bottom right, 8 bottom left, and he can't get the 5 to go. Walks away. Had the run out right there waiting for him to tie it up and missed the first ball. Now Brad looking bottom left. And can't get it to go. Sounding maybe like a little bit of a miscue, not sure. Scott's going to scratch on that 5-ball shot and just Scott getting unlucky here. And sometimes when you're playing, you get unlucky like that. You really got to be careful because it can start messing with you mentally. You just got to regroup, try to stay in your game, make a couple solid shots, and know that sometimes you just get a few bad rolls and you just got to roll with them. Brad trying to ease that into the side. We're a tough shot there, a delicate side shot. Just it's not going to go. And now Scott, he needs to make this 8 just for the confidence. Yeah, puts it in, no problem. There you go. That's the way to do it. And now cut that 9-ball bottom left. And it'll put him within 3 of Brad. Can't get it to go. And he's going to line it up. Stars are going to line here for Brad. It's going to have a 7-point lead if he can put this 9-ball down. And he can't do it. He cuts it into the end rail. And now Scott with a chance to cut the lead to 3. Can't put it in. 9-ball is elusive tonight. Brad down in the shot. He's going to get it to go. And Brad with 28 points needs 10 to close it out. Scott with 21 needs 17 to close it out. So Bank Shop Brawlers might rebound from the loss in the last match. In this one, Brad just powers that break. but scratches. Scott needs a run here. Has a chance here to keep things close. The 1, the 2, the 3, the 4, all ready to be made. 5, maybe a little troublesome up against the 9. Gonna go 2 side here. He needs to just draw this back. Doesn't need to do a lot with it. Just draw it a little. Perfect. Now he's got 3 top right. It's gonna go naturally into the shot line of the 4 to come bottom left. And he's gonna stop it on the rail. That's okay. He's got a bridge here. Gotta take careful on that rail. And a good shot there right into the pocket. And now kicking at that 5 ball, but did a good job getting those first 4 down. They were right there for him. Played it really nice. 5 ball was going to be a problem no matter what. Now he's kicking at it, but he can't get there. Not sure Brad's really going to be able to do a whole lot with the 5, with it pinned up against the 9 like that. We'll zoom in here, take a little close look. Now he's going to go right behind the 5-9. And try to kick that 5 ball out. And they're probably going to have somebody come over and watch this shot to make sure he doesn't hit that 9. But it looks like maybe he called a timeout. Yep, and Ryan's going to come over here and help him out. And he's going to recommend the 5 Karam 9 into the corner. Brad, I'm not sure really likes it, but he's probably going to go with it. The 9 does not have to go far, so it does not have to be a hard shot. Just bump the 5 barely, and the 9's going to go right in the corner, and that's exactly what happens. A good shot there. Good timeout. Good decision making. And Brad needs 8. Scott needs 13. Brad would really like to get it done here on this rack, but he may take 2. Scott really needs to get something going here. Brad with that power. 3 ball, wants to go, drops. And a look at the 1 into the side. 1 and 2. In good position, 4 in good position, 5 in good position, 6, 7 are the only problem. So Brad a chance here to get 4 and just close in on that 38. Needs 6. It's a little draw here on the 2. Just stop it there so he can make that 4 ball. Key shot here. He's got to get down below that 5 so he can get maybe a little bit of a back cut so he can break out the 7-6. Good shot. Doesn't want to go too far. And it's just going to roll out on him and block his shot. Just a little bit too much speed. Now he's going to have to kick behind the 6 into the 5. Good contact, makes a couple rails. And Scott's got to stop the bleeding here. He's got to start making some balls. Brad's closing in, only needs 5. And Scott can't get the 5 to go top right. And Brad's going to have a good look here at that 5 ball. Should be able to come underneath the 9 and have a look at the 6. Not a lot he's going to be able to do with the 6 unless he can break it out. Misses the 5. Cue ball is going to be totally behind the 9. And Scott needs to try to avoid giving Brad the ball in hand here. It's going to be tough to do. I think the shot might be the other way, to shoot towards where he's standing and then back down over here to the 5. Because going from this direction, it's going to be really tough to get past the 8. So needs to walk down, walk around the table, take a look. And he's going to try to go a 1 rail kick now. And he gets it. Good shot. 5 ball sliding right in front of the pocket, though. Now Brad needs 5. He's got the 5 ball in the pocket, so should be another pretty easy point for him. And headed for scratch, and that's going to be a dead ball. So no progress on that shot by Brad. And now Scott has to deal with the 6-7. He'll be able to come right behind the 6 and put this in top left. A good shot there. Got to make all these. And can't get that 8 ball to go down, and Brad needs 5. He's got 3 points on the table. And he gets that 8 ball, and coming down for a straight in 9 ball. It is on the rail, so he has a bridge over. And can't put it in. Sometimes those shots are tough when that cue ball is just on the rail. And now Scott down the rail. Gonna put it in. No, won't go. And now Brad probably gonna go for the cut down the rail. That's what I would do, but I like that cut shot right there. Some folks would take the bank here. Brad's going to just blast it in down the rail. And he's got 36. Needs 2. Scott at 27 needs 11. Brad with the break here needs just 1 ball to go in to shut this one down. And put his team, Bank Shot Brawlers, up. Going into the 5th and final match of these finals. He gets a ball in and no scratch, and the men are going to shake hands. Scott shot a pretty good game. Brad was just too much for him tonight, and Brad just making everything. And a really nice match to watch there. 2 pretty evenly matched players. Great sportsmanship and a lot of good pull shots. So we are going to get set up here for the 5th and final match of the Sawega 8-ball championship game. for a trip to Panama City for the Southeast Challenge and APA. And if you've been watching on YouTube, please hit that like and subscribe. My name is Mike Miller. It's been a pleasure to be here with you tonight. Been here all day and yesterday taking video, doing some commentating, and having a lot of fun, watching a lot of great pool. And we'll get set up and we'll be right back with you with that final match. Your score, 41, Bank Shot Brawlers. Can't Get Right, 39. All right, everybody, here we go. Kathy Middleton for Bank Shot Brawlers there with the break. Her opponent is going to be Brad Eakin. Kathy is skill level 2, only has to get to 19. And Brad with a differential of 19 points there. With the score at 39-41, pretty much whoever wins this match will get it. Their team will win the entire tournament. Non-ball goes down here, so we've got to rack them up. Hey, just grab a ball from another table. Not sure what the discussion is about here, but Mr. Teddy Waller is just going to give them a 15 ball for the 9, and they'll rack that back up. And they're missing 2 balls there, so they're just going to take a couple instead of spending another dollar. Great thing about these playoff tournaments like this is that you don't have to pay. APA pays for all of your games or your greens fees if you're playing somewhere that charges green fees. Here at Quicks, it's by the game, and so Mr. Teddy Waller provided the quarters there for that purpose. And now they're going to rack them back up and keep on playing. And Brad with a pretty strong break there, but nothing's going to go down. And you got 2 clusters, so it's not going to be very nice to play with. But Kathy with a chance here to get the one in the right-hand side. Doesn't seem to like the back cut. Might be looking at just cutting it straight towards top right, but you got to be very careful of the scratch there. Sends the 1 ball back and forth. It's going to nestle into where Brad can't see it, and that's going to be just fine with Kathy. And ball in here, hand for Kathy. She's going to put it right on the 1 ball and put it down the rail here. And she's going to turn right around with the 2 ball. She needs to get that cue ball all the way down there for the 3, or she needs to back it up past the 7. If she stops it, there is a small window there between the 8 and the 4. We'll see where she gets it to go. That's a good shot right there. Oh, and it just drops in. That would have been really nice if it would have just sat there where she needed it for the 3. And now Brad, ball in hand, when he has these opportunities against the low skill level player, he's really got to take advantage. He's got to make good shots, run balls, and then if he doesn't have a shot, he's got to play good defense. I'm going to draw the 3 back. It might be a little bit too much behind the 7. And hits the 7, gives Kathy ball in hand. And that's going to be tough. If you do that against a lower ranked player, it is really hard to win. And Kathy ball in hand here is going to have a straight in 2 ball to follow that up with the 5. She's not very concerned about the 5. Makes the 2, rolls it back into the 5. And now not a lot she can do with that. And league operator Ted Waller there is probably going to take a close look at this shot when she shoots it to make sure she doesn't get a double hit. And that definitely was a double hit called by the league operator while he was watching right there. You can't, when that ball is so close, there's no way to avoid the cue ball coming back into the tip. So Brad gets ball in hand here. He's going to start a run on the 5 and then the 7 down the rail to the top right corner. And can't get the 7 to go, and now Kathy got another chance here to get another point on the board. And staying 1-for-1 with Brad at 4-4. And now she's looking at that 8-ball. And then I believe of the 2 stripes that we're looking at here, let's zoom in a little bit. The next ball will be the 10, which is the one over by the rail. And the 9-ball is the 15. 8 won't go. And Brad should be able to put in that 8-ball here. And maybe a little draw so he can get on the 9. Excuse me. Confusing with the extra balls here, but there goes. Nice shot there. And for the 9-ball shot here, he's got the cut to the side. And he does a good job there getting out. And cue ball wanting to go. It's going to hold up. It's not going to scratch, and that's going to be 8-4 after 2 racks. And Mr. Ted Waters going to pull those 2 extra stripes out. Three ball, top left goes on the break. And a clean look here at the 1 ball. Got a bridge over the 6. One's going to tuck in there, and Kathy's not going to have a look at it. Gonna have to go behind the 2 ball off the rail. And it's lining up pretty good on it if she can get to the rail behind the 2. She goes over top of the 2, and that's just not gonna work. That's gonna be ball in hand for Brad. It looks like he's gonna take the close proximity 1 ball shot here and maybe try to draw this out for the 2 or up the table. We'll see. Going to go up the table, but he's going to miss that 1 ball. And Kathy can't see it directly, but it should be a pretty easy kick for her off the end rail to make contact with the 1. And timeout here called by Ryan. Not sure that was the time for the timeout, but we'll take it and see what he decides to do. Pretty easy for her to make contact with that 1. And really, if she doesn't hit it too hard, it's probably going to end up pretty bad shape for Brad. Kathy down into the shot. Makes good contact, gets a rail, no problem. Legal hit, and now Brad with a close proximity 1 ball. He's going right at it, got to watch for the double hit. Doesn't get the double hit. Gonna come around, wants to stay behind the 8, but might have bumped out enough, not sure. Another defensive shot there. And that's what you have to do when you're playing a lower level player like Kathy. And she's going to go for the kick shot again, just below the side pocket, I think. She got some right spin on it and won't quite get there. It's going to take a ball out of play. Looks like the 4. That's going to be ball in hand for Brad. He needs 30. And he brings that over to the rail for the 2 ball, bottom right. I believe the 3 and 4 are out of play, so the 5 would have been the next ball. And now misses that 2 and sets Kathy up here. She should be able to make this 2 ball. She's got to make these when she has them. When she gets these opportunities, she's got to put this home. And a good shot there. Going to come around and going to have a look at the 5 ball. Can see the edge. And the 5 is going to go into the 9. You never know what might happen. She hits it hard, gives the 5 and the 9 a roll. And Brad steps up ready to get that one down, no problem. He's got the 6 up the rail. Coming around for the 7. He's going to just park on top of it. Tough break there. Going to go to the extension to reach this one. And that's not going to go in. He's going to scratch. And now Kathy with a golden opportunity here. There's 4 balls on the table. Excuse me, 4 points on the table. 7 ball here with a little draw. 8 down the rail. Another mistake we see a lot with low-level players, putting the cue ball too far away from the object ball. Just going to move it closer. Make the shot easy. It's either too close or too far away. And now 8 ball down the rail. Didn't have a lot of control over that, and it ended up, going up against the rail, and then that makes this bridge shot harder. And 8 down the rail won't come. Going side and just slides into the side. What a lucky roll there for Kathy. Now looking at a bank here on the 9. She needs to get this almost to that 3rd diamond. Might come back other side. It's got a little bit of a roll. Was it going to make it? Nope. It's going to sit just outside, and should be an easy make here for Brad just to knock that 9 in. A pretty good rack for Kathy. She's sitting on 7, needs 12. Brad at 14. He needs 24. Brad looking for a big break here. Want to get going. Put some more distance between him and Kathy and less distance between him and 38 points. And he's going to ask her for to tighten that rack back up. The one ball's peeking out. And Kathy's going to get the rack tightened back up here for Brad. Good break there, drives a wing ball right into the top right corner. On one ball, no problem. Two looks like it'll go over top of the 9 to the top right. Oh, goes for the combo. Can't make it. 2 is going to hide behind the 9. And Kathy will be kicking at the 2 ball. Ryan with the timeout. He's going to pick the point on the rail for her to try to get it. Problem with this one is that the point on the rail is probably right about in the side pocket. Not sure what the long discussion is about. He really needs to just give her a point on the rail. Good hit. That's the way to do it. And the cue ball's going to nestle down there, and then didn't leave Brad a gimme by any means. Can cut it either way, but 2 balls only about a little more than a diamond up from the rail, so pretty tight cuts. It's going to miss that. It's going to get held up in the corner. And again, Kathy can't see the 2 ball and will be kicking. And this one, she just needs to slide as close as she can get to the 8. He's putting some left English on it. She got the proper English. And might get it coming back the other way. That's going to be ball in hand for Brad. So he's got the 2, then the 4. So interesting that he's going to play the 2 this way instead of playing it to the top, bottom left. And the cue ball is going to go that way, so I guess he just likes that shot, and that's fine. Ball in hand, you shoot what's easy for you. Tough shot here, pretty straight in on the 4, so hard to get any action around to get on the 5. And can't get all the way around, so he'll be kicking at the 5. Gets good contact with the 5, almost makes it. Cue ball coming down, but 5 ball's going to roll up to where Kathy can put it in the side here. But she is bridging out of the pocket right off the rail. It will go in that side all day. Key here is just hit this one soft. You don't need to kill it. Miscues and misses the ball. That's going to be ball in hand for Brad. Tough when you have to bridge off the rail, tougher when you have to bridge off the rail, out of the pocket. Brad's going to make that 5 ball and then roll behind the 6, 9 that are stuck together here, and he's going to give the 9 a ride. Man, peels the 6 ball off and scratches. And now Kathy has to take advantage of this opportunity. Timeout is gone. He really needs to draw this back. He needs to set that 6 ball up for a perfect draw so she can get shape on the 7. Got it pretty close. He's choked down on the stick. Plays a follow-through shot and just pushes it. Not sure whether that was a legal shot, but nobody's going to call anything, and I certainly am not. And now we're going to go down the rail with the 7 ball. That's in. Nice shot there. Going to come around for the 8. Can't quite get there. Kathy needs 10, and Brad needs 20 right now. Honestly, if she would she's got to be careful here not to do another double hit. Ted Waller watching close. She's turning away. That did not look like a double hit, so I think she's okay on that. And so that's just going to be a regular shot here for Brad. And left him pretty tough here. He could go for the 8-9 combo on the bank. That's what he's going for, and it's going to get it. Nice shot there. Leaves 1 point on the table. And we're racking them up again. Yeah, we got them racked back up and ready to go here. Final match. 9-ball championship to go to Panama City for the Southeast Challenge. Brad needs 17. Kathy needs 10. Brad's going to get a ball on the break here with a really clean look at the 1. And probably a 2-4 combo and 2 the same pocket, so that's 3 right there, no problem. I can't get that 1 ball. It's going to come out and leave Kathy with a shot here on the 1-9. Tough shot. The 9 is out a bit from the pocket. It's pretty close. So if she shoots this just like she was trying to make the 1, she will make the 9. And won't happen. And now Brad with another clean look at the 1. It's going to go side pocket probably. That's going to put the, oh, no, goes around the horn. And leaves Kathy a chance here for top left. And Kathy's going to put that one in and tick another one off. She needs 9. Makes good contact with the 2. It's going to be a clean shot. And Brad looking here. Maybe to come all the way down for the 2. Maybe try to get something to spin over there to the 4. Might go top left. And not sure where he was going with that. And it's not going to end up anywhere. And Kathy with a look here. It will go top left with the cue ball headed towards the 4, bottom right. Or top right, excuse me. A real good chance here for Kathy to get another point. I'm going to call a timeout here. Ryan's going to help her line this up. She needs to shoot that 2 ball just like she was trying to make it in the top left. Don't worry about that 4. No need to really power anything. All right, discussion over, timeout over. Kathy looking at the 2 going to top left now. Lined up pretty good on it. Doesn't need to hit it hard. 4 ball goes down as predicted. And now a shot on the 2 to come bottom right. And Kathy needs 8. Won't go bottom right, but comes off the side rail, off the end rail, all the way down to the other end and in. And I'm not sure if she can see the 3. We'll zoom in a little. I think she is hung up behind the 8, possibly. She might be able to see the right-hand side of that 3 ball, right between the 7 and the 3. And if she can, she might be able to make it. It almost makes that. And now Brad got to make something happen here. He needs 17 points. Been hanging. Sorry, he needs 16 points. Been hanging pretty close. And as long as he keeps Kathy's makes down to a minimum, he'll be good. But he scratches here. That's going to give her another one probably. And she's got the 3 and then the 6, which is probably going to go bottom left. And 3 is down, 6 lined up. Good shot there coming around for the 7. Really nice shot on the 6 ball. Kathy needs 5. And a nice shot there on the 7. Just running them out here. And can't get the 8 to go. But a good run there by Kathy. Brad's got to keep fighting. Tries to spin that 8 down the rail, and it's going to line up. Kathy needs 4, 3 on the table. Can't get that to go. And not an easy leave here for the bank. And another one going to line up right in the pocket for Kathy. She's got to cut this one a little bit. She's going to go down there and take a look-see at it. Grab the chalk. This is a tough one. See a lot of players just put this into the end rail, not cut it enough. That's exactly what happens here. It's going to be right second diamond. This should be no problem for Brad just to put this down the rail. And he puts that one in. Now he's got that 9-ball to contend with. Got to go past that side pocket. Always an issue. Puts that in, no problem. And a good out there by Brad. He needs 13. Kathy needs 4. Coach coming in, giving her a little bit of advice. And it looks like the break may come up dry. And no, he didn't. Did he make one? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Break is dry. Kathy, no look on the 1-ball. And she's going to want to go to the timeout and really probably maybe should have waited on that. I think she might be able to see the very edge of it. Up hits the 5. That's okay though. Bit of a waste of the timeout, but now you don't have to worry about it anymore. You don't have it, it's all on you. Now Brad's going to put this 1 in the side. Set up the 2 top right. And got on an angle there where the scratch is going to be an issue. And decides not to go top right because of that. And the 9 is going to find its way to the bottom right-hand corner, and they're going to re-rack. Brad needs 10. Kathy needs 4. That one's a good rack here. Comes up dry. Kathy can see the 1. Only thing really available is a bank shot. She's looking side, not sure if she can cut it without hitting the 5, but she's going to try, I think. And it's not going to happen. That's going to leave Brad with a good look here at the 1 to go into the bottom left. And no problem there, but it's going to come around and get hung up behind the 3 ball maybe. I think it'll still go. And 2 side won't go. Won't go other side, and now Kathy with a straight in 2 ball to get another point. And a good shot there, and leaves herself a nice lead for the 3. She needs 3. And can't make that one. Cue ball headed towards the same pocket, but won't go in. Not a bad leave here. Brad's going to have a little trouble on this one. They're going to bank it. Going to play defense. And leaves Kathy with a 3-2 combo. Or 3-4 combo, excuse me. And 4 far away from the pocket, so pretty unlikely to make here, but she'll give it a whirl, I think. And just goes behind the 4, and now Brad's going to have an easy shot here on the 3. He needs 10. And he gets that 3 in, and now he's got the cut on the 4, but the 5 is tied up with the 9. Not sure what he's going to do leave-wise here. He puts the 4 into the 5, and he's going to leave Kathy a cut shot here to the top left corner. Kathy can make that 4. The cue ball is going to come back naturally to the side where she needs it for the 5 ball. And she cuts that in, and it's going to be nice on the 5. She needs 2, and looking at a straight in 5 ball. And the 5 is down with shape on the 6 for the win. Kathy 1 shot away from sending her team to Panama City for the Southeast Challenge. Winning the tournament. Steps back, takes a deep breath. Got to get a little cut on it. Got to be careful not to scratch. And it looks like she's lined up pretty good on it, or was. Now she's going to get back down in the shot. This is it. If she can make this, won't go. Brad still needs 9. 5 on the table. Cue ball. Perfect position there for the 7. Comes back around, perfect position for the 8. And won't go. Kathy can see the 8, but not in a really makeable spot. I think she has her timeout, not sure. Got to be careful not to scratch here and just give Brad these. Just got to get that 8 ball to the rail. Oh, almost goes in the side. That would have been it. Wow. Now Brad's going to go, I think, bottom right. Yep, won't go. Where will it end up? Ends up in back cut land for the side, and scratch land if she tries to go bottom left. She could also bank this. It would be a good opportunity here for a timeout if she has it. I think she has her timeout. Don't know why her team isn't calling it. And some kind of a score discrepancy here is holding things up. And Kathy's going to ask for the timeout, and not sure what's going on here, why they don't want a timeout here. Maybe she doesn't have one. I'm not sure. Confusion. I'm not sure what's going on. Long wait here. And now she's finally down in the shot. Looks like she might be going for the bank, which would be the better shot to go for. 8-ball on the way. It's in. And that's going to be the win right there for Bank Shot Brawlers. Kathy Middleton with an 8-ball bank. Going to bring it home for her team. They're headed to Panama City for the Southeast Challenge. Can't get it right, just couldn't get there tonight. Very great match. You see hugs and all around, and congratulations from both teams. Handshakes, great sportsmanship here today. What a day. Really great shooting by all the teams that played in the tournament. Congratulations to Bank Shot Brawlers for bringing it home. Thank you so much for sharing some time with me. If you tuned in, Kathy's going to celebrate to the camera. If you tuned into the video on YouTube, hit that like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Mike Miller. It was my pleasure to be commentating the match for you today and all the matches that appear on South Sewega APA. I hope you all have a wonderful time. I hope you continue to have a passion for pool like I do. Get out there, shoot some pool, make some friends, have some fun.